Well, good afternoon, people. I've got some poetry I'm going to read to you. Something on my screen. This one's called Baby's Breath. Believe that you can remember. Believe that you can remember. I remember who I was, my desires, a warm embrace, my mother's glance, my grandfather's hand, my pride, my fear. It's all still there. A breath, a sigh, innocence past, a memory that lasts. It's all still there. Salvation. As the last day of my life worked and whittled its way through all of my trials and tribulations, I waited for the sun to set on the dusk of my salvation, anticipating the dawning of a life not yet lived, able to experience time slowed and lasting. This is my mother's favorite poem. It's called Mother's Moon. That's why I named it that. It was all about the moon. Moon turned orange, bathed again. Waxing and waning, never complaining. Moon turned orange, bathed again. Beauty and repetition. This one's called 24 Hours. Start the day in its full, outright. Waiting for the sunset and to experience the night. Pause as it gives away to the light. Nothing missed, nothing lost, just right. Desert sunset. Nothing. Void. Horizon unscathed. Paused. Timeless. Quiet isolation. The color envelops as it fades away. Gotta put you down for a moment. No blinding people. Alright. This one's called Sanctuary. Lying in the comforts of a natural state. Mother, Earth, untethered life. Sitting silently, listening to the darkness. Songs of night, whispers of light. In the darkness, shadows of life dance silently in the warm glow of a fire's light. Darkness fades as it wraps around my soul. Swaddled newborn in a mother's arms. Sacred sanctuary embracing life. This one's called Summer's Nap. Or Summer Nap. Which is exactly what I did. A timeless thought, yellowed by the sunshine that makes me feel good as the day, all warmed inside. Colors tickle my eyes, a warm breath caresses tall swaying grasses. Ancient oaks frame the sky, all warmed inside. Yellowed is the thought, sunshine is the feel. This one's called Remember. Remember, if you listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart, mind, and soul. Try to connect with something, everyone, and everything in the universe. As you did once before you lost pure innocence. In the early days of life, long forgotten. Quiet thoughts. You never truly forget a moment in life. Sometimes it's just a thought misplaced. in the void of consciousness, sometimes set aside for a moment to caress your heart, refresh your soul when you are low. Yeah, here's a couple snippets I wrote. Curiosity never killed the cat. Only the wrong lesson learned in trial and error did that. Without bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. Right. This one's called Nothing. Half empty, half full, or just not filled correctly in the first place. A lot could be said about falling on hard times. Most seem to focus on the tragic parts and only remember the hardships they endured. The most tragic seems to be having it all, then watch it get taken away unwillingly. Even worse, never having to get it in the first place, expected, a birthright, and then losing it all without care. An insult to your ancestors. By walking away from any of that, feeling poor is a huge mistake. Some people have nothing, yet are still rich in life. Being content with simple. Being content with nothing. Less is more. Relearn to respect not having. Oh, what to do? Walking so alone. Headlights, all behind me now. Darkened skies before me. Walking in the cold. Nothing lies before me, nothing lies behind me. Let me repeat that. Nothing lies before me, nothing lies behind me. Headlights, now all behind me. Spotlights on the road, lighting to where I've gone. I walked away. I turned around. I hated what I saw and could not see. Walking on my own, facing darkness grown. Never to be taken, never to be sold. A better man, so I'm told. A better man, walking alone. With myself, I'm not alone. Blue Hearts. Yeah, that one was about an ex-boyfriend that kicked me out of the house. And I was hitchhiking away from his... Yeah. This one's called Blue Hearts. Scattered pieces of my heart across the floor. Swept into a cardboard box to be pieced together. Of a later time heals all wounds. You know... I like that saying. Time heals all wounds, but time also wounds all heals. It's true. Let me start this over. Blue Hearts. Scattered pieces of my heart across the floor, swept into a cardboard box to be pieced together of a later time heals all wounds. Scattered hopes of missing pieces getting found. To put together a picture of faraway places and laughing faces. A stitch of glue minus the blue. For a love come true. God, it's almost like a spell. This one's called What's in a Name? It's not even very long. To know yourself is to know my name. Relearn, but don't refrain. relearn, and retain. Ooh, this is my favorite one. It's called Surrender. Waiting for the wolves to close in, to tear away vultured, pecked skin. Ensuing ecstasy of a blood-dried, flesh-feeding frenzy. Ripping apart a shell of infant denials and wasted trials, exposing black-ridden souls, raised black manes of cold-blooded names, to be one in the surrender of flesh. And then Sheila, that one's my favorite. It's very dark. Humbling. Changes for the better, we hope. Retaining the old ways, nope. Moving on to higher places in our hearts and our minds. Growing, maturing. We stumble, we fall, we pick ourselves up. Moving on to higher places. We humbly accept our fallen graces. Moving on to higher places. Ooh, be true. Head in the clouds, body soaring higher, expanding my horizons. To myself, I'm not a liar. This one's called Sorrow. Past sorrows not so forgotten. Don't know why I cannot forgive myself. Time wounds all heals. That's where I'd change that. Right on. Dreams of tomorrow. Awake in a dream, floating pulled in, as I gazed on the nothing. Black, moist, consuming, void of everything. Gentle pushes of wind-blown kisses guide me off the rockiest of shores, drifting gently, floating on a dream, a wind-blown necromance dancer, bearing scars from wounds of the immortal, exhaling the breath of a child's nightmare, chased away by the light of elders, wiser, immortal, eternal. Emotional explosions. As I wade into the waves of a peach-bathed glow, naked emotion ebb and flowing, through passions never fathomed, sometimes questioned, sometimes misread. Eternal quest of a freeing my soul. The passion of life, of death, of birth, of struggle, rearranged tiny explosions of comfort, of pain, of happiness, smashed back into my head. Enveloped with love and hate, not foreseeing the give and take. And that's all I'm going to read to you for today. More next week. Love y'all. Bye.